President Joe Biden released a video, and it honestly dismantles, destroys, demolishes, whatever word you want to use, Donald Trump. And so what the video does, and I'll get to it in a second, and there's actually two that his Twitter account released recently, is on the issue of infrastructure. Compare Trump's promises about infrastructure. Y'all remember him hyping up Infrastructure Week all the time and all these different things he's going to do for infrastructure, saying no one's better for infrastructure than Donald Trump. And then comparing that to Joe Biden and the actual accomplishment he's gotten on infrastructure, because Trump didn't follow through on those promises, whereas Biden has. And so this isn't Biden, let's obsess. It's just saying, based on the facts, Biden has followed through on an infrastructure bill in a bipartisan manner, whereas Trump talked about it all the time and didn't get it done. Beautiful job here, released on Biden's Twitter account. Take a look.
We'll talk about infrastructure.
Pass a $1 trillion infrastructure plan.
Who's better at infrastructure than Trump?
We're going to rebuild the crumbling infrastructure. I want to rebuild our infrastructure first.
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure. Infrastructure.
Infrastructure. It's infrastructure. Infrastructure. Infrastructure.
Infrastructure. Infrastructure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good job.
Exactly. Right. I mean, all throughout Trump's presidency, he was hyping up how significant of an infrastructure plan he was going to get through, and it just didn't get done. It was always 2 weeks around the corner, and that moment never came, whereas Biden, someone who I would say hyped up an infrastructure plan a whole lot less, actually got it done, actually has started investments in these necessary infrastructure projects. Next video his Twitter account released, Talking versus Delivering, is how it's titled, is making this point specifically in regard to the bridge that connects Kentucky to Ohio that has been promised time and time again to get addressed, and it hasn't. Trump being one of the people who made those indications that he would be the one to invest in this project, and he didn't, whereas Biden has. Take a look.
Infrastructure-wise, you said you're going to spend $1 trillion on infrastructure. We have a bridge in Cincinnati, connects Kentucky to Cincinnati, Ohio.
We're doing the plan. I've already heard about the bridge. I love the area. We're going to get it fixed.
For decades, people have talked about the Brent Spence bridge. But folks, talking is over. The bipartisan infrastructure law, we're finally going to get it done.
Infrastructure-wise, you said you're going to spend $1 trillion.
And I do think, as far as if I were in the Biden White House and trying to help with the public's view of Joe Biden, this is the angle you want to take. Because we know, in front of the cameras, Biden makes a whole lot of mistakes. His communication ability has declined significantly. People are concerned about his age. And those are a lot of weaknesses in his evaluation. But as far as U.S. presidents go, and definitely compared to Donald Trump, Biden has actually accomplished significant things, including this bipartisan infrastructure bill, which isn't everything I would want it to be. I have issues with certain parts of it, but in a wholesale sense, it's a good that it happened rather than it not. And so I am glad that, I think because Biden's preparing to announce his reelection bid, he's starting to go after Trump and the lack of real accomplishments that occurred under him and how that compares to Biden as president. Again, plenty of critiques we have of Biden, but much better than most presidents we've seen recently in the positive achievements he's pushed for successfully, and definitely worlds better than Donald Trump. Don't forget, if you want to make me happy, or even if you don't care, but you just want to do something good in the world, I would love if you would hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this on YouTube, right below the video, just check. Even if you think you're subscribed, just check. Make sure you're subscribed. If you don't care about that, know that I do. And it's very helpful to our channel. Subscribe. Thank you so much.